Hello everybody, welcome back to some Fallout 4. Done a little bit since last part. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I couldn't hear any noise. Nothing major. I just basically set up Jun and Marcy's house. Figure I'd make them the cops, they could be my arms of the law there. Now I do have decorations up, like this, like my junk decorations. And as you can see, I made them both smokers for some reason. I don't know why. But they got nice desk fans, see, got handcuffs and everything. Shelves, filing cabinets, gave them a bathroom with, a nice big window so anybody walking by can see them taking a dump. Bedroom, so anybody walking in the backyard for whatever reason can see them sleeping. um, Dressers and that. This room, I just put lockers in it. I didn't know what to put there, so I guess that's their equipment room. I put it right by the back gate. Then in the backyard, I gave them the dog because why not? Police dog, right? I gave them a grill. And then over here, under their little overhang, I gave them the pillories, which I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of them are. Like, I know that I can assign.
My condensator has prepared another canister of water for you.
Oh, thanks. I know that I can assign settlers to them, and they'll actually go into the stocks there. What you can do after that, I don't know because I've never actually bothered to do it, but I figured a good way to do this would be just to more or less build one thing to show you guys in between parts instead of just building as much as I normally do because I normally build a huge amount. I don't think I've upgraded anything or put any perks into anything in between parts, but like I said, we're gonna head over to Abernathy Farm here. Because Preston didn't give us the quest to go there, so fuck it, we're gonna go there anyway. So we can unlock them. And then we'll see how long it takes to clear this quest and come back. And we may or may not either, depending on how much time we have left, we may either do the other quest, go to 10 Pines Bluff, get that quest, and go. Or there's another location, if you can look on my compass there, there's a little house icon there. It's just over there. And from what I remember, it isn't a huge location, and we technically have been teased towards it a little bit. See, that's Connie. If you, I think it's Connie. Maybe it's... So who we got? We got Connie, Lucy, and I want to say the dad's name is Blake. I don't know where he is right now. And I want to say it's Connie. Oh, yeah, and then we also have Clarabelle, the cat. How you know what the name is you go into your... Well, you go into the build menu, but we can't yet because we don't have access to it. And I think the cat's name is Clarabelle, and the cow's name is Clarabelle, and the cat's name is Macy or something. But anyway, I think we need to find the dad here. Blake. This is one of those locations where I don't really do a whole lot to it. I basically just kind of clean it up because they live like fucking pigs. Wait, is he out back? Oh, nope, that's... Oh, yeah, there he is. This place is actually kind of annoying because it can be attacked from over there, like near that. I think they spawn near that trailer that's there. I'll show you when we get access to this place, but a huge chunk of this is also part of the build area. You get a huge field here. And they can spawn somewhere. I think it's by that power pylon there. I think they spawn and come that way. And then they can also spawn over there. I don't think they spawn all the way over at the water tower. I think the spawn point is just over here or something. But they can spawn around here and attack from there as well. It's just kind of an annoying place to defend, not because it's hard to cover the points or anything. It's just because it's a farm. Oh, here it is.
Excuse me.
That's close enough, stranger. We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
It's okay, I'm friendly. Not looking to cause any trouble.
If you say so, but be warned, we're armed here, so don't try anything. Let me tell you, farming ain't easy. Out in the field all day, every day, and every minute of it spent watching your back.
Farming's hard work.
Won't argue with that.
Lucy,
Blake
you done
Abernathy.
today's wash yet?
You new to the Commonwealth?
No, Mom, I haven't got around to it.
Yes.
I'm too busy
And
doing
no.
the other 50 things you keep
It's a long story.
Either way,
Watch your mouth,
good to
or
see a
you're
new
staying
face.
home the next time
How
your
about
father
you?
goes to Diamond
Ever
City.
think about working the
Well, I
land?
try to get everything done, but the wash takes forever. Enough
Don't know.
trifling.
Never really thought about it.
Hell, neither did I. I was born into it. Word of advice, though. If you do start up a farm, be ready to deal with the raiders. Why do all the hard work when you can just take what you want at gunpoint?
Bastards. All of them.
Last time those raiders hit us, my daughter Mary tried to stand up to them. Now she's buried out back of the house. Only 21 years old, and they shot her down without a thought. That's why we need the Minutemen back. And the sooner, the better.
She deserved it. Wow.
There's nothing worse than losing a child. Believe me, I know.
All too well, I'm afraid. My sympathies are with you both.
I'm sorry to hear you say so. I don't have much to offer, but those raiders that killed Mary, they took her locket too. It's been in Connie's family for generations. If you could get it back, it'd mean a lot to us.
Do you know where they're coming from?
Yeah, pretty sure I do. One of them mentioned Olivia while they were here. My guess is they're holed up in that old USAF station.
All right. So as he said, yeah, the raiders came here, killed his daughter.
Well, if you've got...
Oh, well, she was about to tell me. I do believe that she'll buy melons off of me. Now I can't remember exactly where it is. I don't think it's very far. I know that it's a little ways out because it's not in the build area. Oh, here it is. It's Mary's grave. They even have some flowers on it. I guess you could call that. Alright, so let's go deal with these raiders. Honestly, I think that may be the first time I've ever actually started the quest this way. Pretty much every other time I do this quest, I just go there, clear them out, and then come here and turn in the locket. Because you don't have to talk to them first. You can just go there and do it. Also, I do have that on me, right? I do, okay. And I know, like, the first time I played this game, I made my way over there before I found my way over to far. In fact, what may have happened, in all honesty, with should I go? We may want to go talk to the people at Ten Pines. What? Oh, God's right. We may actually want to go over to Ten Pines before we stop in at, or before we go and deal with the raiders. Because I think what happened the very first time I played this game is, oh, fucking Christ. How the hell do I forget his name? Preston. Fuck me, I don't know what, I was thinking Percy for some reason, but I knew it was wrong. But Preston there, I think, sent me to Ten Pines. They sent me to Olivia, and I got the locket. And I think when you pick up the locket, it may just automatically give you the quest to take it to the farm. I don't know why it would. The thicket. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll come back here and deal with that another day. Maybe next time. We'll just have to wait and see. Because this here, like this, the thicket excavations, that's a two-parter right there. Not because it's a really long quest, but because it literally is a 2-part quest. Like, you go there, you do a very short quest for a guy that's there, and then you come back later and do it properly. Okay, so we made it far enough south to circumvent that, or to circumvent them noticing us. There's normally basketball. We'll take that. The reason I took that is because it's very rare. Well, I guess it's not like super rare or anything, but you don't find too many basketballs. That I can remember anyway. Oh God, those were dogs. You know what? I don't want to waste bullets on them. Get our Jason on here. Nope. A baby rattle for some reason, sure. Alright. And you know what? While I think of it. Oop, there we go. Oh yeah, there's a junkyard there. This, I do believe, yeah, this is an unmarked location. That we may explore at a later time, maybe next part, or at the end of the, well, I don't know. We'll do it at the end of this part. There's not a whole lot there besides a fuck ton of dogs, as you can imagine. But yeah, there's nothing of any real importance there. But anyway, here's 10 Pines Bluff. It's a settlement that could be better than it is.
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
Didn't you ask the Minutemen for help?
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders. But honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days. After Quincy. Bad business, that.
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad to hear it. No question that things have been worse since the Minutemen fell to pieces. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks. Stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders for you.
Thanks, friend. If you folks are for real this time, it'll be a welcome change for the better.
Well, that's a shame. I mean, I guess I could have saved it. Because you can save scum these quests where if you save before you talk to the guy, it can change where you're or where they send you. Unfortunately, Corvega Assembly Plant is it's a weird one just because of like the distance from these guys. Yeah, because in all honesty, like I can't even point it out to you. Like that's how far away it is. The Corvega Assembly Plant. Yeah, see, it's way down here. Like it's so far away from them. It's a weird one to be bothering these guys. But yeah, I'll show you what you mean. So what I mean. So basically, this here is the road in and out. I'm not sure if you can get rid of this log or not. In all honesty, as you can see, it's not much of a road. You can get attacked from this direction. I think this place only has 2 points that you can be attacked by. One is from this direction. And as you can see, they have this nice little farm plot here. They have this house that's shit on. That I try and rebuild at. Oh, fuck. So this is part of the settlement. Why they let the rat roaches live here, I don't know. But you can also be attacked from out there somewhere. I don't remember if it's like directly out back or like off to the side or something, but it's somewhere out behind this house that you can be attacked by. But yeah, you can get it set up rather nice. But the hill it's on makes it kind of a bitch. And the fact that you can't disassemble this shack makes it even worse, because it's like, it's so crap. And you can't fucking stop people from sleeping in those beds. They constantly do it. And it's super annoying. Even if you build them nice beds, they still go and do that instead. So yeah, I was really hoping that they would also send us to Olivia, then we could knock them both out at the same time. But if they're sending us to Corvega, we won't be doing that one for a little bit, because Corvega is far away and very annoying. All right, robot. The reason we came here, by the way, is if you actually want to use the robot, you have to be somewhat close to it. I don't know exactly how close you need to be to it, but Gauge Defense Protocol for USAF Olivia. So Fort Hagen we'll go to at some point. Well, I mean, obviously we'll go to all of them at some point. But Olivia is obviously a good one because it's like right there. And and it's part of this quest that you can get really early on. The South Boston checkpoint and the Revere satellite array, I honestly can't remember. I think I remember what both of them are, but neither of them are like important locations. I don't even think any of them have like a quest for them. Like, I think that you can get like Radiant quest for it. Fort Hagen, though, if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's a main story quest.
Initiating defensive procedures. Checking mapping protocol for nearby military emplacements that require assistance. U.S. Air Force Satellite Station Olivia detected as requiring assistance. Engaging navigation routine.
Alright, so obviously we're going right there. We'll just follow the robot in. As long as you don't shoot the robot, it won't turn hostile. It also will only help you with people on the outside. So, we'll have to clear out the ones on the inside. That it's doing right there, the sentries, the sentry bots, they overheat. Now, if you look, torso, you see you can target their fusion cores. Or, well, you can target their fusion cores if you have the penetrator perk, which is one of the reasons why I get it. Because it is super useful. Oh, it's about to overheat as soon as it gets there, but yeah, as you can see, unfortunately, we don't get.
Naughty work picking up hostile light sign. Found you. Acceptable operating parameters.
Hey, where you going? Go and get your arse in. Fucking trees, man. Codsworth has been. Now, where's the other one? Supposed to be up higher. Man, this sentry is real stuck, ain't it? Come on, man. Get around there. Oh, there's an attack dog somewhere. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. It showed up, it killed a single mole rat, and now it's leaving. Got extra experience just for finding the place. Nice. Okay, so there is screwdriver in a toaster. I mean, it's not. It would be better if our robot could come, if the big robot could come inside with us, but Which, you know, technically it could. There is, not obviously right now, because we don't have that much control over it. Uh, but yeah, with the one DLC, you can build your own robots, including sentry bots like that one. There's also a perk you can get. It's a robotics expert, which we'll need anyway when we do that DLC to build the robots. But it lets you hack into robots and give them commands. And if you have the final tier of it, I think it's the final tier anyway, you can actually just make them a temporary follower, basically. It's not super... Well, that part of it isn't super useful. But what is super useful about that specific perk is, and I think you only need the first level of it, in fact. We're not going to get it right now because we have Season 2. But we'll definitely get it later. Hacker, scrapper, science, there it is. Will always serve humans if you have anything to say. A hacker robot can gain a chance to power it on or off or initiate a self-destruct. Now it says gain a chance to power it on or off. It's not a chance. You can just power it on or off if you want. And then if you hack a robot, then with level 2 you can incite it to attack, and then level 3 you can give specific commands, which just basically makes it a follower. If you're not interested in the DLC where you build the robots, getting all 3 perks is fairly worthless. But getting the first level of it is actually pretty good, because while you're hacking, time is stopped. So I use it a lot, especially early on, when I come to an area that has a lot of like sentry bots or something, or even just one, because they fucking suck to fight early on. They're not so bad when you have the penetrator perk, but when you don't... There we go. I was looking for crouch. But when you don't, it's kind of rough. But you can literally just sprint up to it and hit the button to hack it, and time stops, and you get all the time in the world to hack it. And then you can just turn it off and initiate self-destruct, and you're good to go. Also, disabling those obviously disables traps, or stops traps from going off. Yeah. But obviously you get better stuff for it, because you get crystal and fiber optics from the tripwire, and then if you find the trap that it was going to set off, you also get stuff from that. So that's always good to keep your eye out. It's one of those things where even later in the game, when it's not like super important,
Can't break the code.
advanced hacker, eh? Can I get advanced hacker? I can, because I didn't actually get any hacker perks yet. Let's see. Sprawl! Nope. Oh, it can't be circus then. Oh wow, there's not very many letters on this one. P-E-R... Yeah, could
Yes.
be. Yep. Let's see. October 77th. Or... October 22nd of 1977. 2077, that's right. This is everybody who was here. It doesn't really help us all that much. SSO will be upgrading equipment in the coming months, but this does not mean maintenance duties cease. Continue normal work schedules. The lower storage room requires fumigation for pests, specifically cockroaches. Extermination commences at 9 p.m. on October 25th. Obviously, we didn't make it there. All personnel are required to vacate substation levels for the duration of the procedure. Due to the high volume of signal intercept traffic, intel officers will be on site daily until further notice and will require access to the intel room. And then we can open the intel room like that. Which is this door here, yeah? Nope, that wasn't the intel room.
Gotta be into this someday. Now, gotta do what I gotta do. Who?
So Codsworth there, not like super stealthy as you can imagine, but
Okay, cut the shit. Who is that?
Come out and fight if you dare. Lunge. Well, hello there.
mhm.
How much you got left in you?
Someone went through a great deal of trouble to fortify this place.
Oh, man, come back! I was having fun!
Were ya? Because you didn't even see me. The chick saw the robot and then ran away and got the dog to come in. Dog died, and now you guys are just like, oh, why are you, It's like the guy that runs away from a fight and then calls the other guy a bitch. Now, where the fuck? Oh, this was the intel room. I do believe that you can actually, I think you can lockpick that as well. And I know that you can get a key somewhere in here as well to get in here, because this does have oh, some of the more important stuff from this location.
Yes.
Another pistol. If you're curious, I gave both Jun and Marcy just automatic pistols for right now. When you're outfitting your settlers, automatic weapons are the way to go, because automatic weapons, I don't use them very much myself, just because like they burn through, like you burn through ammo so quickly. Like this is one of those games where it's, oh, and there's a mini nuke in here, and a U.S. Covert Operations Manual, permanently more difficult to detect while sneaking. Tiptoe through the tulips. This is one of those games where it seems like there's ammo everywhere, but then like you use like an automatic weapon or something, and you realize that it takes no time at all to burn through the ammo. But as long as your settler has one bullet in their inventory, like that's all you need to give them. Unfortunately, that's not true of companions. Once we get some human companions, you'll see that if you give them a gun that isn't their gun, like they all have a weapon, but if you give them a different weapon, they can use it, but they require ammo for it and will actually go through it. Sometimes I give them sometimes I give them a new gun, sometimes I don't. It really just depends on how I'm feeling. I also need to keep track of my weight here. Okay, so we know there's dickheads out there. Oh, what's this? Oh, shell casing.
Only a fucking coward hides!
Yeah, it says a fucking coward. You know who else hides? The winner.
Raiders!
Dad, you hear me?
Show all around.
Yeah. Well, I guess I did shoot him in the arm twice. Now, if you're wondering why I'm being stealthy, it's not so much for these guys, but as you can imagine, raiders tend to have a boss, right?
Oh my, the dust!
Yeah, that's the problem with this place. Look, though, there's a broom, Codsworth. You can clean it up if you like. I think somebody didn't know how to use a plunger the right way there. I remember one time I played this game, and I built a bathtub in my settlement. And whenever I'd find bones, so like I have a bunch of bones on me right now that I just picked up, as you saw.
Much more exciting than domestic
Well, yeah, I would imagine so. You're fighting raiders. I mean, exciting, more exciting, yes. Better? Not necessarily. I mean, it really depends on your outlook. But can't deny that it's more exciting.
Nice.
Uh, I do enjoy the amount of experience I get in this game, just because like I like to explore pretty much everything, and because of that, I end up with a lot more experience than I imagine some people who go through the game. Like there are times like I didn't do it this time, but in a lot of my playthroughs, I'll hack a computer, Fusion Core, and then like I'll see, oh, I can open up a security door with it, and I'll just turn the computer off and then go see if I can also lockpick the security door, and I'll do both. Codsworth, you're being too loud again. Not that I'm being like super silent. I mean, I am crouched, but outside of that, like I'm not
200
moving.
years ago, I'm taking pot shots at us, eh? Cowards!
Oh, I think this is where the boss normally is.
If only so much technology like this wasn't lost after the war.
Sneak attack.
Civilization may not have
I saw that.
so far.
Yeah, there's the boss. Ack ack.
Give up now? I'll make you
Oh,
quit.
well. I think my first shot of that counted as a sneak attack. Oh, right. No, I did upgrade this gun. That's right. I did upgrade this gun, and I'm not actually a very high level. Normally, she's way more of a problem. Like, in all honesty, this game is probably going to seem a lot easier for me, or to me, than it normally is, because, like, yeah, Hack Hack has the minigun.
Would not believe how this place sets off my cleaning senses.
Mine too, man. Mine too. But it's like the sense that I really only have in video games. That's not to say that like I'm super dirty in real life or anything. Like I do keep stuff clean. But just in video games I'm significantly cleaner. Okay, so we're gonna go dump this stuff off and come back. Just because like I don't there's actually some things like the I want to say it's the magazine, the Covert Operations Manual, where if you leave it and then leave this place and come back later, because like every place like will reset or respawn, restock, whatever, right? Um, if you leave it and come back too long afterwards, it will screw you over, because like that I do believe that can disappear on you when it restocks everything, because it's like a unique item. Hey,
I've got that
Blake.
locket back for you.
You serious? That's great news. Connie's gonna be speechless. I'm sure she'll go lean on her prices after what you've done. And feel free to use our workshop. Least we can do.
Let's trade some things.
Okay.
Yeah, so now he's just a regular person. I would get the tarberry off of him, but I can't grow those. There's another bed over here.
Hey there.
Oof, Connie's
Blake
sleeping
told
in a
me what you did
completely
for
different
us.
room.
For Mary. I know it's not much, but any trading you want to do, I'll go easy on the price. Let me know if there's anything you want to take a look at.
How are you holding up?
Thanks to you. Better. Mary was a good kid. She had fire in her. I can't tell you how many arguments we had. That girl hated rules, and believe me, I had plenty.
You only wanted to keep her safe.
Ain't that the truth? And look where it got me. We knew the risks of having kids these days, and we took them. But it was worth it. I won't argue that. Anyway, enough. I'm sure you got plenty of your own thoughts to deal with rather than listen to mine. But like I said, if you need something, just let me know. It's not every day a stranger comes along and helps us out the way you did.
That'd be great.
All right. So obviously we can buy and sell here. I'm gonna buy some carrots because we don't have any. You can also buy some shipments of stuff here. So shipments, as you can see, they weigh 0, but they're worth stuff. So like this is worth 25 cloth, 50 concrete. In all honesty, they're the best way to get materials in this game, even if you don't want to, because like you can glitch everything out in this game, or glitch. You can use an exploit in this game to like duplicate anything that you can like get rid of or break down. You can break it down while not breaking it down at the same time, and you can use it to get a huge amount of stuff from that. Now, her shipments aren't very large. You can get shipments from different merchants that have different amounts to them. Except there we go. Unfortunately, all she had was carrots. Sometimes you can get more than that or more variety. Oh my god, fucking ghouls.
Made it. This time.
I did not expect it to be ghouls. I knew that he had attacked something out here.
I hope you realize how much you did for us.
Alright. So yeah, now we can use their workshop. And actually we'll see what they have in here already. Melons and gourds I already have. Potatoes I have. Alright. So you know what? Since I'll be coming back here anyway, let's store all of my shit in here for now. Minigun will be a big one to get rid of. But yeah, so you can now take down. We now have access to obviously everything here. In between this part and next part, this will probably be what I'll probably fix this place up as much as I can. Like I said, I don't do a huge amount to this place. Just because I find like there's very little reason to. Coca-Cola. If you're wondering why I keep the purified water, by the way, it's because I know that there's. It may be something from Fallout 3, but I know that there's people who ask you for water, and you can give them either dirty water or purified water, and I would prefer, give them the purified water. I know that there's at least one guy in this game that does that for you. They were random encounters, I think, but yeah, that's why I'm keeping those on me. All right, back in we go. Because there is still a couple things in here. I think there's like, well, a couple things. I think there's like one more somewhat unique thing.
Sir, you'll proceed carefully here. I find this place unsettling.
Yep. So our reputation with Codsworth, as you can see, is going up. Different people have reactions to different quests. And obviously different people also have... well, hopefully you saw it. The bear was smoking the cigar while wearing the army helmet. But I didn't realize that that's where it was. I thought it was in a different location. Teddy bear was ready for surgery. For the most part, though, the companions you get aren't assholes. So accepting to quests and that will generally raise your standing with them. But how you accept them, yeah. So there's overdue books. Once again, if you played 3, that was a thing in 3, and you took them to the library, and you gave them, I want to say, straight to a computer, if I'm not mistaken. In this game, though, oh, it was Codsworth. I honestly can't remember who you, the hell's this terminal? Where you turn them in, if I'm being honest. Satellite dish status, offline. Data stream status, offline. Database network, offline. So, unsurprisingly, this facility does not work after the world ends. Let's see. Broom. Looted most of this place. There's still one more room to go to that I can remember. But I honestly can't remember. Oh, well, we didn't loot this area. I don't remember what I was talking about now. But anyway, I watched I've been watching a new show. I can't remember what the first word of the title is, but it's like a recipe for happiness. Is the gist of it? Pretty good show so far. Also, did they? Yeah, they did. They tried. Okay. It's about a guy gets he left home to form a band. Band breaks up 10 years later. Gets a letter from his mother saying that his father was hospitalized, so he goes back because his family has run a sweets shop since, well, at the very least, since his grandparents. And so he's like, oh, my father's hospitalized, and then he realizes that if his father dies, there won't be anybody to run the sweet shop anymore. That's been in his family for generations, right? So he decides to go back so that he can learn to do it properly and take over the shop, right? And when he gets home, he finds out that this guy dumped his daughter on his parents, and they've been looking after her. So he ends up, his mother asks him to, at the very least, attempt to be like a parent figure to her, since they've been raising her for, I don't know, I don't know exactly how long she had been there before he came back. I think it's only been like maybe not even a year yet. I think it's been a few months. It's hard to tell how much time has passed in that show, though, because based on a couple of like the last episodes, because it doesn't seem like a lot of time has passed, but based on a couple of the other episodes, they mention some stuff that makes it seem like a lot more time has passed than they've shown. Like they're not. The show is good, but they're not. It's one of those shows where they're not great at showing the passage of time. And I'm not saying that they need to show us like every day in their life so that we know what happens, but they just need something more, I guess they do mention the seasons change like the change of the season at least once, I think. So, I mean, there's that, and they have, I guess, brought up a couple festivals, but if you're not from Japan, and based on a couple of things they said, unless you're from Kyoto specifically, you may not, there's a good chance that you're not going to know about those specific festivals and the time they take place at. So as you saw, a huge amount of cockroaches or rad roaches down here. A lot of the time, not this time though, apparently, But a lot of the time, also if you go over here, you get radiation.
Mind the Geiger counter.
That's everything in this place, by the way. That was it. But anyway. Oh. Apparently loot this place either. Oh yeah, another lunchbox. Nuka Cherry. Never found that key though. I know that there's a key to that door. Or maybe we did find the key actually, come to think of it. Corvega storage key. Oh, that isn't even. I don't actually remember what that opens on. Actually, that may open up a random truck, if I'm not mistaken. If like we traveled around the roads, I do believe that we would come across a truck. Oh, Akak was a chick. We'd come across like a broken down truck, and I think you can get into the back of it with that key. Could have swore that the key.
You would not believe how this place sets off my cleaning senses.
Oh, here it is, the intel room key. Instrument case? What? It's a toolbox. Whatever. But yeah, the show's pretty good. Well, I was surprised with the one thing they did in a good way. Because like in the episode I watched today, her mother shows up, and it turns out that her mother left her with her father. Her father dumped her on these people that he happened to know, and then never told her mother where and stopped talking to her mother and never told her where he had left her daughter. But she shows up and is like, "Oh, I'm gonna take my daughter back." And I was like, "Oh, so this is gonna be like a whole thing where they'll have to convince her to let her stay or something." Will be like, yeah, and all this, and there's going to be like this big thing and whatnot. Nah, they dealt with it in one episode, and the mother was actually like a decent person and didn't force her to leave. Because like she was one of those mothers that was always working. Like the girl was always with her father, and so she was always working. And yeah, like when she was talking, she had lunch with her daughter there, and I do love that these things actually work and display it. But yeah, it was surprising, but in a good way. All right, let's see. Oh, fuck. Now I actually have to move. I was so comfy too. How long we've been going? Oh well, look at that. That did actually take us almost our hour. All right, so we did Abernathy Farm. We cleared 2 locations technically because we cleared Abernathy Farm and Olivia there. So I think what we'll do next part is we'll head over to the thicket excavation, and we'll do the first part of that quest because it doesn't take very long. And then once we do that, we'll actually head over. While we're over there, we might check out the junkyard, and then we'll come over here and do the location that's just down here. It's like a shipping yard or something. Because as much as I would like to go to Corvega assembly plant so that we can clear that and get access to 10 Pines Bluff, I need to fix up Abernathy Farm. I still have more building to do in Sanctuary, so I'll leave it for now. I'm not too worried about getting started on the quest chain that is the Minutemen. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday for more.